So Arsenal 3, Burnley 1. And again, it wasn't the greatest game you'll ever watch. It wasn't the greatest advert for the Premier League. But
no, not so.
Guess what? We've got the points. Something that them Lily Whites couldn't do today. And
Lee, don't laugh, right? I watched the first half. I watched the first half at home, and I've got to.
Did you fall asleep?
No, the first half of the not the Arsenal game. I'm talking the first half of the Tottenham game.
I watched that. Fall asleep. It was crap.
It weren't great, and in the second half, I got the last 20 minutes when I thought, I watched somebody on a train because it's only 5 minutes from where I am to the ground, and then by the time I got to the ground, it was 77 minutes. I went, right, these lot are going to see it out, and then to see those goals go in, I've already captured that on my Instagram because it was.
I'll share all that in a bit, mate. That first goal, by the way, was absolutely class for Wolves.
I know it was the ball, it was the pass and the control and then the volley. The second one was just good play, but then again, they had a chance before that to see it out. Tottenham. But anyway, this is an Arsenal show. Fact,
yeah, F them, man. Listen, we know they're going to capitulate. Chicken on the ball, FC, top spur. We've won 3-1. Trossard,
brilliant
today. Yeah,
you know what it is.
Every corner he delivered today was 10 times better than every corner Martinelli and Saka have delivered all season.
Well, the thing about it, right, is that when you talk about the game, first and foremost, Trossard was fantastic. I thought Jorginho, a player that, that I'm thinking, not sure about, I thought he did all right today, especially, against a team like Burnley, who, initially they were on there at the first shots and goal. And initially they came out, and then when they realised, hang on, we ain't got the players, they made it really difficult for us. They put men behind the ball. They had the low block. It was very difficult to break them down. But I think one of the reasons why we found it difficult to break them down was the tempo as well. I know you want to do a Kai Havertz watch. I'll tell you one thing. To be honest, when he went off the pitch, the tempo got a bit higher. The ball's moving a bit quicker. But in terms of, he didn't do too badly, but he's costing himself minutes by not putting that ball in the net. Because there were times when he's played with his back to goal, he was laying it off. There was one time he had a shot. I said, please be selfish, have a go yourself. But he lays it off for Trossard.
Martinelli had where Martinelli shanked it straight at the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He ran across to the front stick. If he had just pulled off the back stick, Martinelli might have crossed it to him.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. And then that's the whole situation with Kai Havertz. He's like a nearly man of that team. And the reason why we're talking about him is because I generally believe that if he's played well today, the roof would have come off. They're not saying he played badly because I don't think he did, but that's not enough for him to stay on for the 90 minutes. And he looked really pissed off. And I thought when Vieira came on, the tempo was a lot better. But in terms of how we play as a team, it's one of those games where you have to work hard. You have to still work hard. And I thought, reason why we talk about hard work, the negative today was Eddie when he came on. Oh. Everyone in the crowd was going absolutely berserk. They were screaming and shouting because, sometimes, and I say sometimes, right? Sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself. You've got to give us a few yards, Eddie. Give us, make it a bit difficult for them to, to clear their lines. And everything he did was wrong. He wasn't working hard enough. He was making the wrong run. Yeah, but the only time he was showing a bit of interest is when we were on the attack and he thought there was going to be a counter-attack. But sometimes, you're brought on. The game was already won. You're brought on for one reason and one reason only. Make it difficult for them to build up attacks. Didn't do that. But and the epitome of it is that Jorginho was closing down more than you. And Declan Rice had to do it. So basically, they had to do your job because you couldn't be asked to do it. These are sort of things that will get you out of the team. These are sort of things where the manager will think, hang on it, I've backed you enough. No more, I can't trust you. Because the way you manage it, you don't earn your manager's trust by just, obviously scoring a few goals here and there. And obviously, like I said, being an end of assists. That's your job. What the manager wants is whether you're going to die for the cause. Yeah. Yes, we already won it, but certain things like that, it creates a mistrust between yourself and your manager, and it definitely creates a mistrust between yourself and the crowd because we know you're sulking, we know you're filthy because obviously you scored a hat trick 2 weeks ago, and then you expect to play these games, especially with Jesus injured. But I'm sorry, mate, he dropped the ball. against West Ham, and then he dropped the ball again against
Newcastle.
And remember, when Trossard dropped the ball, he
gets hooked at half
he
time.
gets hooked. So if they're going to do it to Trossard, they've got to do it to you. But again, don't just think because it's Burnley, you've got a right to play. And it's the same with the team. We knew that we're better than Burnley. We knew that, Burnley were going to fade, but you still have to work hard. It was a slog.
It was a slog. And do you know what I liked about today, yeah? I liked the fact that, defensively, I thought we were sound, yeah? 35, that goal was quality, mate. Absolutely quality.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that we were putting decent crosses into the box right under that goalkeeper. William Saliba, I'm chuffed that he scored.
Definitely.
That recovery tackle that he made, he got absolutely skinned. I couldn't believe how quick that guy was. I couldn't believe that he took him off. Yeah, and then he recovered. He did well. He got his goal. Yeah, but defensively, I thought we were pretty good. Tomiyasu was a little bit weak on their goal. Yeah, and he's but again, the whole round performance. I thought
it was professional. It's professional performance. I thought, this is the playing at home suits Zinchenko. Everyone, we were very critical of Zinchenko, but the reason why we're critical of Zinchenko is not for what his performances at home from an attacking point of view. It's away from home, he's a liability. But games like this is where Zinchenko at left back is very much needed, because what he will do, he will get on the ball, he will try and quicken the tempo. He didn't really do that much in the first half. Second half, I think he came into it. And I'm not just talking about his Bruce Lee type shot goal, which was I call it Bruce Lee, a Bruce Lee kick.
But it's his passing, yeah, especially second half. He's not very good with his long passing, but his short passing, he's so technically good on the ball.
Yeah,
and he finds these little pockets where he can spin a ball around the corner and it opens it up. He dinks one to Rice. He done an outside of the boot before to Trossard or Martinelli.
And he opens balls.
Yeah, play him in midfield, Penny.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't play in midfield because the simple reason is that you still need that balance from left-hand side. And the thing is, you play in midfield, you don't have that inverted option, because that's how they want. They want basically wingers now. If you're not inverted, if one of the wingers, left backs or full or right backs are not inverted, then they won't get football matches. Poor old Kieran Tierney will never play for Arsenal under this manager because one, he can't play inverted, and two, one of the things that you praised Zinchenko about was his passing. Kieran tends to clear his lines a bit. Kieran's passing is not as good as Zinchenko's. Kieran's a crosser of the ball, and you can play a good long pass. But in this team, you can't play a long pass. I'll tell you why. Raya cleared his lines. The look Arteta gave him.
Yeah.
The look he gave him.
Looked like he was seething at the end of the game, by the way.
Yeah. But I think the reason why he was seething is, one, he was receiving the fact that we went out of 10 men. But he was receiving it with Eddie for not.
Talking to 10 men, what did you make of that tackle? Because when we see it, we was like, and I see the ref jogging toward it. I see him go to his back pocket. I thought he's off. I said he's off, but I didn't see this because it was.
Well, the thing about it, it's happened really quickly because because you think about it, it happened. We're on the other side of the stadium, and all we see is we always see is not the impact of the challenge. We see the aftermath, and you're like, where the guys on the floor rifling, and then give the referee credit. He made a quick decision. No VAR. He said, right, you're off. And the thing about it is that, I'm sorry, if it's high and it studs, then it's got to go off.
The ball. Yeah,
you missed the ball. Because simple reason is that protection of players has to be paramount. It doesn't matter whether it's an Arsenal player or a Burnley player. You've got to protect players. Too many players have lost their careers to tackles like that. And Vieira, again, we're winning the game pretty comfortably. It's 3-1. I know the temptation is to think, right, it's Burnley. Let me see if I can try and impress and, get on that ball. But sometimes, if you can't win the ball, just all you got to do is just jockey. Don't try and be a hero and then make a practice. Because you see it in a lot of times when you're winning comfortably, substitutes come on, and they don't sing from the same hymn sheet. They want to try and impress, and they want to go for glory. Now, that was Eddie today. He wasn't working hard off the ball because all he was interested in was waiting for that that through ball so he can go and have a chance at shot on goal. He wasn't working on. He wasn't stopping them playing out of the back. Again, Vieira did okay when he came on. Helped us quicken the tempo, but that tackle was just reeked to someone who's just, unnecessary. Right. But you know what? Thank God we got an international break. Thank God, that we won our last 2 games. Next is Brentford, and hopefully, our players like Saka come back fresh as new, because we know Saka's going to play for England. If he's playing for Arsenal, then he's going to play for England. So, it's same with all our players. We know the team, what the team's going to be like in 2 weeks' time. It's picking itself. Sorry, Eddie, mate, but if you're playing against Brentford, you'll be very lucky to play for Arsenal up top again if you play like that. Because I'll tell you one thing, Trossard up top is a better option than Eddie. And I'm sorry, Eddie, but I'm sorry. You're going to fight
in games like that where they're going to sit back and it's going to be tight. Yeah, you need to unlock the pockets. Yeah, and that's why Zinchenko take a shot. That's why him and Trossard, because they're so technically good, you can unlock a door.
Yeah, but even in 2 weeks' time against Brentford, you're probably going to play Tomiyasu and Benjamin White when Zinchenko's in the second half. But Eddie, I'm sorry, in that performance, no chance, mate. No chance, mate.
Whatsoever.
We're done with you, mate.
Get home safely, man. And I'm glad you've seen yet another win. Back-to-back wins at the Emirates. In fact, actually, 3 wins in a row, wasn't it? Because we beat Sheffield United.
Well, we're unbeaten at home in the Emirates. I can't say it for other teams this season, but the thing about it is that the season will start after the international break, because we've got some really big games. We still haven't qualified for the Champions League knockout stages, so that's a hard game against Lens. And then we've got Wolves. You sort of day that they're capable of anything. Yep. So you can never write them off. And then after the Wolves, you've got Luton, got Villa. That Villa away, it's going to be hard. Luton's going to be hard because the expectations for us are fresh. So remember, we've got to be on it after the New Year's and see where we are by Christmas.
Facts. Listen, get them safely, mate. Love you to bits.
Love you too. See you soon.
Take care, mate.
All right, Dad. See you soon, Dad.
Yeah, take care, mate.
Take care. Look after yourself.